Hey there, miniature wargaming fans. All right, let's talk painting motivation. So, for some of y'all, you're probably like me in that painting is a little bit more chore than it is a joy. And I've been working my way through this Epic Warpath stuff, just a core Asterian force, and whew, it's a little bit of a beast, and it's just the core force. I've got the GCPS coming as well as all my reinforcements. So I've got a good intermediary goal right now of trying to get all these guys painted before that stuff shows up, which is good. And that, like, there's a great first tip is, right, setting those intermediary goals, which I'm sure lots of y'all do. So, just prepping the models for paint, getting them stuck down on sticks, because this is the painting method I'm choosing. I know some people are just painting on sprue. I'm going the full popsicle stick method here with double-sided tape. Getting them cleaned up and then primed. That's a big one. And then what do you do with them when they're primed? You leave them all in front of you so you can see every single model and you have major overwhelm? No. Put them away. Like, that's another tip I've got is, like, store the stuff you're not working on and just be able to pull out and focus on the stuff you are working on. Obviously, I have some mostly finished examples here. These guys need a little bit of work, but these guys are done and ready for basing and whatnot. So yeah. And then with regards to space, if you can keep your paint space available to you at all times, like this travesty of a mess right here needs to be cleaned up. But if you can keep that just ready to go at a moment's notice, I think you're going to have a pretty high degree of success. You're going to find that you're painting more often. So you've got stuff that you're stored out of sight, out of mind. You're not going to get overwhelmed by it. Bring the stuff out that you are gonna work on, right? And then trying to build a habit of painting is really good. You don't have to do, everything you set out for, but if you just like go, you know what, just tonight I'm just gonna paint the guys' heads red, and you're gonna find, I'll just do one stick, blah 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 blah. What happens is you end up doing way more than that, right? So yeah, using a line painting method here for these guys as well too. Another one, man, sometimes you just got to chase your joy. So this is a really psychotic thing I did here, but lighting's not the best here, but you can see I trimmed out between the helmet spaces to actually make individual ears on the marionettes. These are the phlogister guys, the guys with flamethrowers. I did that to all my marionettes. Now, that was maybe more of a tax that I paid ahead of time for my painting. Probably trimmed out what energy I had available, but I needed to do it because at the end of the day, it looked better to me and I really wanted it. So that's another thing, is you got to kind of chase your joy, chase what you think is cool. I would have a little painting plan of some sort. You don't have to have it fully detailed and written down. And in fact, I think a plan, a direction is better than a super concrete plan or trying to copy something. Like, my inspiration here was just kind of like Chep Anime, Bubblegum Crisis sort of looks. I was like, okay, yeah, let's go turquoise and reds and pinks, and let's see what we can do with that for my Asterian force. And that's what I've been charging at, right? But having that flexibility to kind of wiggle around and do, not being so rigid or not being so hung up on the final result. Just paint it to where you're happy, right? If you're driving towards that happy spot, the thing that brings you joy, if you like if you're painting like me, it's a chore, but you like the end result. Once you get close to that end result, then yay, rejoice, put that stuff away, right? Try and give yourself little rewards on the way as you're doing it, right? So the units you don't like, okay, and the units that you will enjoy painting. Like, I love to paint tanks. I don't really love to paint infantry. That said, I think these guys turned out, they look pretty snazzy. They look pretty good. So, I alternated between the tanks and the infantry, and I even did some All Quiet on the Martian Front stuff intermixed with all this to just like keep the hobby going. But when I just couldn't think about painting another one of these little guys, I did something different. I painted the wasps or whatever, right? So doing that is good. And then I think also a big one that I'm starting to become a fan of is distraction. So I've started listening to a lot of audiobooks. And by doing that, my mind is a little bit more checked out, a little bit more on the side, and I actually take less psychic damage and fatigue from painting if I have something I'm a little bit more engaged with on the side. So I've been listening to Lost City of the Monkey God by Douglas Preston, and then The Fifth Son, which is History of the Aztecs. So like really some wacky kind of not related to sci-fi. And I think that is also another trick too. Like if you just keep sci-fi, well, what can be motivational is to read some of your rule book, your lore, your stories about your force. So I did that. I read the Asterian stuff. But having something that's not directly about the hobby or is a little bit tangential, I think that keeps it fresh as well too. So yeah, so have the space available, have a little bit of a plan, set those incremental goals, break up things, reward yourself with units that you enjoy, units that you don't enjoy, take breaks as you need them, try and build that painting habit, because if you just do it a little bit every day, you're going to find that you chew through it. And on the days that you skip, well, then skip. But try and do a little bit every day, and I think you'll chew right through it. And my other big one, man, like I had the big pile of marionettes down. Boof. I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, from pictures here that I've included, you'll see like what this can look like. It's a big mountain. Don't get overwhelmed. Do that stuff and put it away. And, you know, you're going to get there one 10mm guy at a time. Right on, you guys. Hope you're having a good time with your armies or whatever you're doing in Hobbyland right now. And I will catch you in the next one. All right. Bye-bye.